like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is another car conversations or Jay Lee's Corner. I hope everybody's having a good. What's this today? Thursday. It's Thursday. It's Friday Eve, and I'm very happy that it's Friday Eve because I love the weekend because I'm off my regular job on the weekends. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And do not forget to hit the notification bell because it lets you know when I am uploading videos. So today is Thursday, which I should have known that because the whole reason I was doing the video, because to me, I'm like, okay, let's get a little throwback Thursday story time, car conversation situation going on today. Okay, like a little double whammy. So I was like, what can I talk about for Throwback Thursday? You know, because nothing really popped on my mind when I was driving. So I was like, you know what I would go back to when I was in high school, okay? So, you know, I graduated high school back in 2000. Yep, I have been out of high school for 18 years, okay? And I remember my senior year, I was working at Walgreens. I hope this light is green because I can't see shit. Oh, it's red, whatever. Big Mac truck. Maybe not look. So, yeah, I was working at Walgreens at the time as a senior in high school. I turned 18 in January, okay? So, I almost felt grown as a senior in high school, even though, you know, at 18, you're not grown at all, especially if you live at home with your parents and they provide most of your stuff and all you got money for is, you know what I'm saying, you out here, you know what I'm saying, acting the fool, you know, hanging out, you know, starting and bopping, stop. Anyway, so, I remember, you know, my senior year, and the way my schedule was made was real stupid to me, okay, because my first hour was keyboarding. You know, like literally, you know what I'm saying, keyboarding, you know, learning how to type and stuff. But I already knew how to type. So, first hour, I would come to school as a senior in high school. And I mentioned this on a recent video, how I would, because I was drinking back then. That's when I first started drinking, you know, hanging out with the bad guy. I was drinking gin then, you know, Seagram's gin, bitch. That was a drink that we drank back then. Because, you know, who knew? We didn't know about, you know, classic liquor. You know, you just got what was good and it was cheap. So, and I would drink gin and like Everfresh fruit punch. Okay, that was my drink. Yes, it sounds nasty. Okay, it sounds nasty, but it wasn't really nasty back then. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. So, but I was, you know, a drinker. I was very much a drinker back then. I was more a drinker back then than I am now. Like now, if I go to if me and my friends like go to a restaurant or whatever, that's when I'll, you know, get a nice little Long Island iced tea. Or if I go, you know, a little lobster reader from Red Lobster, I'll get some kind of mixed drink or whatever. But back then, you know, we would be like sitting around the house chillaxing and, you know, getting drunk or whatnot. So I would get, you know, a cream soda by like the pop cream soda. We say pop here, well, I don't know. But yeah, and I would fill it up with gin. Okay. We'll fill it up with gin. And we will be in first hour drinking. Okay, just straight drinking. Because back then, they did not, you know, nobody opened the bottle to see what it was. You know, if you had a cream soda, you had pop in your book bag, you had pop in your book bag. It wasn't no big deal. So no one knew, none of the teachers or my parents knew that's what I was doing. So, like, me and a couple of people from my first, it was me, Jason, Torian, what was the girl that was in first hour drink? I think Felicia. We would be and first I was drinking in keyboard class because I'm like, bitch, I'm 17, 18 years old. I don't care about all damn keyboard. This is when I was, hanging out with the bad guy. He was my boyfriend at the time. So I'm like, I got an older boyfriend. He was only 2 years older than me. I got an older boyfriend who don't go to high school or whatever. I ain't got time for this damn keyboard in class. And again, it was first hour. He's like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So that was crazy within itself. And then, as a senior, you have your senior class that you have to take in order to graduate. And for some reason, they dumbasses gave me English 8th hour. And I said, bitch, I don't want to be in school all day. Like, who wants to be in school all day? No one really. I was like, that's just so dumb. It was my last class of the day. So my silly self thought, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go. God, it's raining. I'm not going to go to the class. I'm not going to attend the class. I will get the homework that we have to do from our friends, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go to class at all. Okay, at all. Made that decision first semester. Okay, so for first semester, second semester, I didn't go to English 8 at all, bitch. I turned in my work, you know what I'm saying? I would come in, I would go to class like, well, no, I would have other people try my work in. I think my English teacher probably saw me a total of 10 times my senior year. And it was crazy. So I did that the whole year. So we're gonna leave that there and there. I also had speech class where it wasn't speech, it was debate and speech. So we would have debates. So y'all wonder how I can go back and forth on things and be going, my opinion, because I was in debate class as a senior in high school, and I loved it. I was in the yearbook team, okay? So, and I was mad senior year because senior year, when we were taking the pictures for like class so-and-so, class so-and-so, class so-and-so, me and Karla, who at that point in time had been friends since grade school, okay, since 4th grade, we now, seniors in high school, we was like, we should be, class best friends, okay? Because other bitches, only best friends, they had like just met like that year. Or they had just met, in high school. We were like, bitch, we've been friends since forever. And we were one of the few people who had been friends forever. And we took pictures or whatever. And I was very upset when the host who was on the class things did not put me and Karla's picture as class best friends. And it wasn't like one set of best friends. It was like 5 or 6 sets of best friends. We're looking like, bitch, how do y'all not put the people who've been best friends the longest? Okay, I was like, that does not make any sense. But they were like, well, because y'all already in the yearbook and all other stuff, because I was on different teams. I had went to different events. I was on yearbook. Karla was on the cheer team, the dance team, so we were both in the yearbook a lot. But I was like, I was very upset that we did not get on there for one of the class best friends. But guess what? We still friends now, and some people who were class best friends ain't best friends now. So bitch, we won. So yeah, that was a part of it too. But when why is this thing being so stupid? What was I finna say? No. So back to English. So when you have to graduate, you have to pass certain classes, okay? And you just have to do that, because if you don't, it's gonna be all fucked up. So my freshman year, they had put us in like honors biology or some weird biology science class or whatever. It was like me and about 8 other people our freshman year. So come senior year, they let us know, hey, that class, won't give y'all credit as a science credit. And so y'all have to take like chemistry as seniors. I'm like, bitch, I don't need chemistry. Okay, I still don't know the damn periodic table. I'm not gonna be a scientist, bitch. I don't need to know this stuff. And I was very upset that my senior year, I had to be in these real ass classes for no goddamn reason, because of the bullshit that the administration did our freshman year. So it was me, and it was a class full of seniors. No, it wasn't science class. What was it? It was, but I forgot the class I made us take. It wasn't chemistry. It was some other kind of science class that would give us the credit to graduate, or whatever. So the teacher who was our teacher, she was like 22. maybe 23. Okay, my thing is, she was my age, bitch. At this point in time, I'm like, bitch, you're my age. Like, you just graduated from some school, bitch, and it wasn't, teacher school. And her name was Miss Edwards. And Miss Edwards, she had a fucking attitude, baby, a whole attitude. And I hated that I had to have that science class because I had to take it to graduate. Okay, but the class was like earlier in the day. It wasn't the last class, English, that I had, at 8th hour. Me and Miss Edwards did not get along at all. I had to cuss her ass out a few times, okay? Because she kept trying to get buck with me. I'm looking like, bitch, don't get buck with me. Because again, bitch, you're my age, okay? And she did not come at me as a teacher, bitch. She came at me as if, you know what I'm saying, we was friends. Bitch, we not friends. I will fuck your ass up in these streets. So, a couple times, my mama had to come to school, okay? Because I was always cussing her out. But my mama would let her know, like, you can't talk to her any kind of way. Because if you do, she gonna react, okay? Because you just can't do that. But she will also check me like, girl, calm yourself down. Like, you can't be up here getting fucked with these teachers. So she did it both ways, but my mama also had my back because she knew I'm not gonna react for nothing. Like, back then, I'm like, Mom, she keep messing with me. Like, she be really coming at me like we cool. Like, she don't talk to me like the other teachers talk to students, and I ain't having it. So, eventually, Miss Edwards learned to leave me the fuck alone, because if she didn't, I would cuss her ass out a couple times. So she got in line, okay? She absolutely got in line. I know one time a girl in class, in Miss Edwards' class, even she pissed me off one day, and I pulled a Malaysia, and I was trying to get to that girl, and I remember I picked up a desk and threw it at her. I was so happy. I got in trouble. I got in trouble for the fight. Because I threw a desk across the room. And them desks back in the day was like, the desk with the chair attached to it. I threw the whole goddamn thing at that bitch head, and somebody pushed her off the goddamn way. Because she pissed me off. I don't remember what she did, but she pissed me off. And so again, my mama had to come up to the school and make sure I did not get, kicked out my senior year before graduating. But this whole time, my mama didn't know that I was not going to English class. Like, I was turning my work in, but I was not going to class. So it was like, the last semester of the school, and some kind of way, for some reason, I went to class. And the teacher, Mr. Rizzo. Everyone hated Mr. Rizzo because he was just an aggravating teacher. So I went to class, and he was like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "I'm Jay Lee." I almost said my whole name, bitch. I was like, "I'm Jay Lee," and so-and-so. And he was like, "Oh, so you're the one who turned your work in, but I never see it." And I was like, "Yeah, but I do my work though, right?" He was like, "Yeah." He like, "Well, what you don't?" He like, "Well, that's true, but a part of your grade, a percentage of your grade is attendance, and you've been gone the whole year." And I was like, "Bitch, say what?" Bitch, say what? He was like, "You would have to get like an A plus on your term paper, or else you're gonna fail and you're gonna graduate high school." Bitch, they called my mama up there, and again, I would leave school like after yearbook class at like 6th hour, because like about 7th hour was like a bullshit class too that I care about, and I didn't need to graduate. But my English class was last. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. So I would leave school, like go hang out, and then go to work. So when he called my mom up to the school, and my mom found out that I had been skipping my last class, this whole time, she was mad. And I'm like, "But Mom, I turn my work in all the time. Like, it's not fair that because I didn't go to class, like I can't graduate. Like that ain't fair to me. Like, who does that?" It's like, "Well, that's the part of if you would have went, you would have knew that." And I was like, "Well, I mean, I guess that's true, but whatever." So I had to start going to class like those last couple weeks and that's hard. Like when you in your last weeks of school, bitch, as a senior, and you have to be in school for your 8th hour. I was like, "Bitch, this is some bullshit. I can't believe they put me through this. Like, who does this to a person?" Like, I was appalled. I was shocked. Okay, I felt like I was led astray. So I started going to class. It was so boring. And then your term paper. Our term paper was like, you had to write something on whatever subject. It had to be like at least 20 pages. It was something that was just so dumb. And I'm like, "Bitch, I don't want to go through all that. Like, why? Like, I don't even know what to write about." You know what I'm saying? And it all had to make sense too. I'm like, "But it ain't got to make sense." Oh God. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna write. I went. I think back, like, we didn't have Google back then. Like, that was back when you had AOL, the little CDs thing. AOL. 24-hour online, whatever. The little dial-up shit. Okay, we had that back then. So I remember I did my paper on like the effects of like crack cocaine, the effects of cocaine on something. And bitch, when I tell you I got dang on copied and pasted some shit all together and made how many pages, I think it was maybe 15 pages. And did 15 pages, and I, did the weird little font to make it last a little bit longer, change my margins up. Because I was like, first of all, I don't have, because, I was hanging out at this time. I was 18 at this time. I was, thotting and bopping this time, my boyfriend. And I just was like, bitch, I don't have time to really think about a whole paper in these damn streets. So what I did was, I went on the internet or whatever, and I put up all kind of stories and stuff about cocaine stuff and copied and pasted that shit together. But with the term papers back then, you had to put like your references or whatever. So I was like, I gotta do the references too, bitch. I was like, really? So I went to the library and got like maybe 4 books and put like little shit in there and like reference the book. But I very much so, this phone that shit in. Like I didn't try as much as I could have or should have, because back then it wasn't as easy to go on Google and Google some shit and get a whole goddamn thing. Like you had to go to like a library, get books and shit. I didn't have time for it. I was like, I'm just too busy, bitch. I gotta go, hang out. I gotta be with my boyfriend. Gotta be doing it and stuff like that. It was too much. So I turned the paper in, and again, I had to get at least a full-on A to even get like a D in English class in order to pass. So I turned it in, and I was like, but I should have done it myself a little bit more. But I feel like, if I search the internet and find information, bitch, like, that's the term paper. Like, why I gotta come with my own words all together like that? I did what I had to do. And so I turned the paper in, and then I had to wait to get my grade back before I can stop going to class again. So I ended up, he gave me a fucking A-, because he's an asshole. Because the A- is like a B+, but a B+ would have flunked me, okay? A B+ would have gave my ass an F, and I would have had to repeat the 12th grade. Well, I would have at least had to go to summer school to take English class and then get my diploma later. And I was like, my mom was on my ass. Like, you ain't gonna, like, my child don't flunk. And I'm like, we never did. But I got an A-, which gave me a D in the class, so I passed the class, okay? But that senior year, baby, it was tough, okay? And mainly because that was the first time me, like, going to hang out, like, being, you know what I'm saying? I was a good kid before then, and then all of a sudden I'm at the bad guy. I turned into a whole completely different person. And so that's what happened with that. But luckily, my ice is breaking up in my water. But luckily, I passed senior, my classes, my senior year. I passed the science class without punching Miss Edwards in the face. So I got that good old D in English class. And everything got good. And I graduated, you know what I'm saying? Got good look. I was able to walk across the stage with all my friends. You know what I'm saying? It was a wonderful thing. So that's my little throwback Thursday, my whole little senior year. And it was, even that year, I know, like, I was involved, but I was there when one of my friends got shot. My friend got shot in the leg. And that was crazy. I missed school for that. Like, my senior year was a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot went on my senior year, mainly because I was hanging out with the wrong people. Okay, that's when I started hanging out with the wrong people. So I saw more fights, you know what I'm saying, outside of school. Like, this is what has happened outside of school. Like, the girl I knew who got shot in the leg, like, she got shot in the leg because she was messing with some dude, and the dude made her mad, so she called her cousins over there, and then a gun went off and, like, fell and hit her, and she got shot in the leg. Just some bullshit. So I was just involved in so much stuff. So I tell people all the time, like, bitch, I'm lucky to be, you know what I'm saying, up here walking alive and well and able to tell my stories. But I'm at work now, y'all, so I hope y'all enjoyed my little Throwback Thursday, little rant and ramble for these car conversations, and I will talk to y'all later.